ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go, Pac-Man. 120!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Slack. Line 55, line 55.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go. Waiting.
Check 55, Mike.
40.
Check
81.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Spot. No. Run.
Now Wentz. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Let's go.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5'9".
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Mike, Pac-Man. 180. Great. Undercut. 74. Done.
Now Wentz again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set 90, Wolf. You draw quarters.
He's not going to get me. Check three, check three, check three.
On first down, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running with Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You.
Snap.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
It's going to be a long day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
Ran.
Big gap. 55 my guy, 55. Yeah, that's it.
657.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. We ain't giving up.
Working from the gun. Wentz got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Touch. Waiting.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Two Jet.
55.
Listen.
55. I'm trying to collect.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. Oh, he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Complete to number 82. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
On the set.
58 to Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. SOS.
Topper. Hey, Foxtrot. Fire.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Safe.
22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Here we go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
2nd and 9 now. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 3.
80 weapon.
Watch the twist. Hey, watch it.
61. Matchbox lights. Ready.
Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53 is the mic. Come on, D.
Look.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Now.
From the 17, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
You ready?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. They can't hang with that.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 9-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
2nd and 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
53, Mike.
Jones now operating from the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
And an Eagle first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Wentz now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 22.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At their 49-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
First down, Eagles.
Here we go. 180!
59, Mike to 59.
Tyson.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
We're 5'7".
Team showed up.
Hey, team 6. Done.
You want this. Shoot!
Wait,
Wentz now on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, go.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 20-yard line.
Here we go, back. Waiting.
Here we go.
Sunday.
55. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Trey 15.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Check nickel. Great.
Slam.
Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kareem Martin drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch the safety creep.
They run it again with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
It's hauled in by Shepard, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
54. Let's go, baby. This turnover. Get that ball.
5.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. To Shepard, complete over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Greystone, travel.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Get it.
Jones throwing on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
53's the mic.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
120! 57, 57.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now they try the right side here. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, kill.
41 to Mike. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 41.
What's your son?
The track. 41 to Mike. 41. Check.
Throwing is Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 10 logo.
53. Mike 53. All day, dog. He's crashing.
Snap.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Smooth.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Wahoo!
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Bravo!
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, force Tokyo.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Wentz now to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
X3, 218, chop. 82.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Sunday. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lucky. Sunday.
47. Check, 47.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 26. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. 41 Mike. So we got man. He's tracking. Crash. Jimmy.
Lefty. What's this up?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.